is Rocks here on the red carpet for Brooklyn Dancehall. We are going to be talking to everybody on the red carpet. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got this covered. It is a basic documentary on the growth and rise of dancehall in Brooklyn in the 90s, and I can't wait. We got some of your favorites here, and you would never guess who will end up showing up. So stay tuned. Hey, it's Rocks, and we are on the red carpet for Brooklyn Dancehall here at Tribeca Film Festival. I am being joined by one of the producers, Ramfis Myrthil.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, Dancehall, talk to me. You're producing this. How did you get involved, and when did you get involved? Go for it.
Yeah, so I got involved about a year ago. I was introduced to the project through a company called Decentralized Pictures, DCP. They're a Web3 crypto NFT company. It's owned by Francis Coppola from American Zoetrope Films. So developed amazing relationships with Mike and Leo over at DCP. And they told me a little bit about the project, brought me in, met Amy, and met Ben, and it was like a no-brainer. You know, this is right up my alley. It's my DNA, you know, because I'm West Indian, I'm Caribbean. So these are guys that I grew up on, looked up to. So, like, I was in there like swimwear, like 1, 2, 3.
So, in there like swimwear, because I'm Queens girl.
Yeah.
I am Trini.
Okay.
Dancehall, you know, the fact that Bobby Condas is here is like legend, because you know what that means, because he was the only outlet at a time where you didn't hear anything Caribbean at all. You had
100%.
him on the weekends, right?
Yeah.
So, Brooklyn Dancehall specifically, it's definitely culture, right? What tells more about the culturalistic aspects?
Yeah, I mean, the whole storyline is more about how, even though there's a huge, you know, like, reggae was started in Jamaica, right? But a lot of Jamaicans moved up to Brooklyn. There's so many Jamaicans, West Indian, Caribbean, and the other boroughs too, like Queens, obviously, right? So, but people like Shaggy, like, really blew up in the U.S. in, like, places like Brooklyn, you know? So that's, like, the premise of it, you know? Like, the interest and the design that's come from Brooklyn, the noise, it's like an extension of Jamaica, you know? So that's what ties it all in and makes it make sense.
And I think what I like about this film, we haven't seen it yet, obviously. I'm just looking at the synopsis, the names, and 2 names specifically come to mind: Bobby Condas and Shaggy. Sean Paul, yes, but there was a Shaggy that started. He was part of the big movement, because when the dancehall movement started, this was, I want to say the 90s. God, I'm aging myself. It was in the 90s, and it was loud. It was very loud. It was like this thing that just went quiet, and then all of a sudden, dancehall. So how did you narrow in specifically on Bobby and Shaggy for this?
Well, that was something that came a little bit naturally, because they're kind of like, Shaggy paved the way for Sean Paul to become what he became, and he kind of like very well reflected on that actually there is those precursors that opened the doors for people, and after they were able to follow that path. So it was important to show that door breaking, and at the same time the path that people can take now, because some people did it before them, and I think that's important to show the dual vision of it, to see the two sides.
Did you ever get any pushback from people that are, you know, let's just say Caribbean, who are dancehall fans? Did you get pushback from anybody saying that, you know, this is too risky of an idea?
Not really. We always try to ask people around us. We always refer to local dancer and DJ, and we try to involve the most people as we can. People were pretty happy and pretty supportive, so yeah, we're pretty happy with that actually. It feels pretty great. The community was really great with us. They really helped us. They just wanted the people to show, so they did what they did. It's pretty good.
What is your favorite aspect about filming? Because you filmed in different locations, right? New York and Jamaica. What were the different aspects with shooting?
Actually, in Jamaica, we did mostly interviews. We talked a lot about to a lot of legends, and have to try to catch those origin of dancehall stories. So we didn't shoot much more than interviews in Jamaica. So we just capture the stories, take people's testimonies and the stories from back then, and how they got to create the art that they're creating, and that was really about getting the story right. So we needed to go back to Jamaica. We did it with Shaggy, so we can get the fact right.
Did anyone like throughout this, or did you already know that like dance hall would have been like a little bit more on the raunchy side? Because like for us growing up, we had to hide a lot of the songs. Yet still, I swear to you, one of my dad's favorite songs is Punani. Don't ask me why. But, you know, like certain things I had to like hide and play. You know, my mom knows what Tuki Tuki is from Sean Paul and Rocksteady, but she forgot the full line of all them virgins want gimme, so me have to, you know. Yeah, it's just so funny. But like, you know, simple things like that, because dancehall, like, it was raunchy. Back in those days, it was a wild, wild west of lyrics.
Still a little bit like that, but it's part of the. I think it's part of the fun. I think it's just good fun, pretty much. It's not really that serious in that matter. I think it's just about the fun. Yes, keep the same as I said earlier. Like it's part of the culture. It's just dancing and fun. There's nothing. I think raunchy behind it, really. I think that's a different perspective from other people.
The music in general is pushing boundaries. They push you inside. They're trying to shock. They're trying to bring some stuff to attention. And to do that, you have to be you have to break things, and you have to start pushing around. And if by being all proper, you try to convey a message, if you get that right, you're good. But otherwise, like sometimes you need to make a little noise to be able to be heard.
Okay, that's it. It has been a full day. I'm exhausted. My feet hurt. It has been day one of Tribeca, the film festival here in New York. Beautiful New York 2023. Don't let them fool you. This is one of the best, biggest film festivals of the world. And we are here covering it live and bringing it to you. It's Rocks with Awesome TV.